Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable Mrs. Nikmatuni Ayah, as a lecturer of research methodology, and hello everyone, let me introduce myself. My name is Depi Herliani from the Diploma Accounting Study Program from class Accounting B. And this is the opportunity I would like to present my final project proposal with the title Calculation of Cost of Hospitals with Activity-Based Costing Method at PDRG Hospital. The topic of the presentation today is divided in three parts. Part 1, Introduction. Part 2, Literature Review. Part 3, Research Method. The first is Introduction. Start from background. According to EduNews 2016, management is something that must be honored by the organization to achieve the plan's goals, so they can be achieved effectively and efficiently. Therefore, management is needed in all fields, one of which is in the field of health services. For example, hospitals. Hospitals are developing very rapidly. This is in line with the community's need for health services. Therefore, the hospital must be able to determine financing and health services appropriately and efficiently, while taking into the risk or results to be obtained in determining the satisfaction that will be received by the patient. To control the basis cost of hospitalization, the hospital needs proper management. One element of management is the method. So, the hospital must use the right method in order to obtain accurate information. In determining the cost of some hospitals using conventional methods. However, this method will in some cases result in cost distortion. Therefore, to overcome these weaknesses can be done by changing the accounting system based on its activities, which is called activities-based costing. PDRG Hospital is located on Jalan Kemiri-Klaten, Kemiri, Mojosongo, Boyolali. It is engaged in services, including emergency installation services, outpatient services, and inpatient installation. For inpatient services, PDRG Hospital has various rooms according to their respective rates and facilities. With services in the health sector, hospitals certainly need to pay attention to profits to improve service facilities and infrastructure as well as human resources. So it is necessary to study whether the tariff determination at PDRG Hospital is accurate and appropriate. Based on the above background, it is necessary for the research to be carried out to calculate the cost of hospitalization using the activity-based costing system or ABC system at PDRG Hospital so that a more accurate cost of hospitalization can be found. The second is formulation of the problem. Based on the background, the formulation of the problem in this research are how to calculate the cost of hospitalization using the activity-based costing method at PDRG Hospital in 2021. And how to compare the cost of hospitalization calculated using the activity-based costing method with the cost of goods set at PDRG Hospital in 2021. Next is research purposes. The aim of the research are: first, to calculate the cost of hospitalization using the activity-based costing method at PDRG Hospital in 2021 so that a more accurate cost of hospitalization is obtained. Second, to compare the cost of hospitalization calculated using the activity-based costing method with the cost of goods set at PDRG Hospital in 2021. Benefits of research. The benefits this research are: first, become a means of self-development to apply the knowledge gained during lectures related to the calculation of the cost of hospitalization using the activity-based costing method. Second, this research is expected to be a reference for future research. Third, as input that can be considered for hospital management in making policies in determining the cost of hospitalization at the hospital. Next to Part 2, Literature Review. Definition of cost. Daljono 2011 defines that cost is sacrifice of economic resources made to obtain goods or services that are expected to provide benefits or benefits in the future, which are measured in terms of money. Cost of product or service. According to Kotler in Lopiat 2014, a service is any action or activity that one party can offer to another, which is essentially intangible and does not result in any transfer of ownership. Pricing. The pricing function is very important because prices that are too high or too low can result in losses for the company. The three main influences on pricing decision are: first, customer; second, competitors; third, cost. Definition: activity-based costing. According to Dewi and Kristanto, 2013, activity-based costing is a cost calculation system in which more than one factory overhead cost shelter is allocated using a basis that includes one or more factors that are not related to volume. Cost driver, cost pool, and cost object. According to Schrecker 2013, a cost driver is a factor that causes or relates to change in the cost of an activity. A cost pool is an account that is used to combine the cost of two or more activities that have the same activities driver so that they can be charged jointly to products or services using only one activity driver. According to Ahmad 2014, a cost object is a product, service, or organizational unit in which costs are charged for several management purposes. The concept of a cost object is a broad concept. Benefit of activity-based costing. The company's goal to use activity-based costing or ABC is to reduce distortions in product costing that is often encountered in unit-based costing system. Traditional costing methods. The definition of a traditional cost accounting system is that traditional costing only charges the cost of direct materials and direct labor cost to each unit of output. Differences between traditional cost accounting methods and activity-based costing. According to Tunggal 2012, one of the differences between the two methods is the focus of activity-based costing is on cost, quality, and time factors. Traditional systems mainly focus on short-term financial performance, such as profit, which is considerable accuracy. When traditional systems are used for pricing and to identify profitable products, the numbers are not reliable or trustworthy. Research method. Definition research method. Sugiono 2018 argues that research method can be interpreted as a scientific way to obtain data with certain goals and uses. The methodology used in this study includes data classification, data collection methods, data analysis method, and writing method. Data classification. Data by nature. A. Qualitative data. This qualitative data is used in this study to write about the general description, history of its establishment, types of services provided, organizational structure, and location of PDRG hospital. B. Quantitative data. Quantitative data used in this study includes data on service costs, especially inpatient room rates, water costs, electricity costs, laundry costs, consumption costs, doctor visit fees, administrative costs, room depreciation costs, and non-medical equipment depreciation costs. Data by source. A. Primary data. This data is data obtained indirectly in the form of existing facilities for each inpatient service at PDRG hospital. B. Secondary data. The secondary data used in this research in overview, organizational structure, room rates, and reports of the relation of spending on PDRG hospital in 2021. Method of collecting data. A. Observation. Observational research was carried out by observing at PDRG hospital to obtain information related to research discussion, such as information about hospital operational activities. Observations were carried out for 2 months, from May to June 2022. B. Interview. Interview in this research were aimed at sections related to research as an effort to collect data. Information about the types of health services and policies used in the cost of hospitalization at PDRG hospital. C. Literature study. In this study, the literature study used was to collect and study books that were used as literacy materials regarding cost accounting and cost of goods. Writing method. The writing method used in the preparation of the research is A. Descriptive method. This method is used to describe the general description of PDRG hospital. B. Exposition method. The exposition method is used to process the data obtained, then describes the results of calculation using the activity-based costing method and compares this calculation with the rates that have been applied at PDRG hospital. Data analysis method. The analytical method used is as follows. A. Calculation of the cost of hospitalization using the activity-based costing method with the following steps. First, identify activities related to the room. Second, identify cost drivers. Third, classify cost by activity. Next is calculate the pool rate, and then assign cost to product types using unit cost drivers and activity measures. B. Comparing the calculation of the cost of hospitalization according to management of PDRG hospitals with calculation using the activity-based costing method. Writing system. The systematic of writing this research are as follows. Chapter 1 Introduction, Chapter 2 Literature Review, Chapter 3 Research Method, Chapter 4 Research and Discussion, Chapter 5 Closing. Research schedule. This is the schedule for the preparation of this research. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention and apologize if there are mistakes. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.